Welcome back, everybody. If you don't know me, my name is Allen Vaysberg. I'm the host of the Love of Acting channel. I'm also an actor. And here, sitting on a Sunday morning, I'm contemplating life and acting in general. And I decided to do this quick video and put my own approach on paper, so to speak, in order to share it and see if this can be of any use to you. I am not a world famous actor, as you know, so this is not an award-winning strategy. But it is a strategy that works for me. And when I shared it with the actors that I've interviewed who are, award-winning actors and world-famous actors, they all found it useful. So I just want to share this. This is not saying that mine is better than anybody else's, but it may be another thing that you can use in your toolkit of how to get into character, how to be more truthful and grounded in a scene, and something that you can potentially rely on. So what I call this is the butterfly effect method of acting that I've developed for myself. And where it stems from, before I get into the fine parts of it, where it stems from is me going through and trying all sorts of different techniques and learning about Meisner and learning about Stanislavski and learning about Uta Hagen and all of these different approaches. And then me interviewing people, casting directors and actors, reading a lot of books, and everybody is all over the board. There's so many approaches. And, I basically put them into two categories. It's either be yourself or be completely different from yourself, and then something in the middle, right? So that didn't work well for me, because utilizing my own experiences when I needed to get there emotionally was working really well for some takes, but I didn't have it in other takes. And then I found it to be traumatic, and I didn't want to really use it. Imagination work is much more of my style. And then Meisner, having the ability to look at my scene partner in their eyes, in their body language, and then be fully affected by it and listening, those things worked for me. But that didn't give me enough of a framework. I tried to do a lot of background on the characters, right? What does my character feel like? And what would be their backstory? And kind of come up with all of my own things. And that worked to an extent, simulating other people that I know in my life or the people that I've seen on screen. That worked a little bit, but I always felt like I was not fully present and embodying that character. I was just kind of copying what that person looks like or what they do or some of the mannerisms. So I kept on searching, and I couldn't find that exact formula that allowed me to really be in the character, feel very grounded, feel like it is me, and having an experience of somebody else, utilizing all of the imagination that I wanted to play with, and make it seem natural and make it seem like this is really the character. So you're not watching an actor on screen, you're watching somebody who's living a life or a part of the life that you're experiencing along with them. So that's how I started to really kind of come up with what works for me. And that's now getting to the butterfly effect of acting, as I call it. By the way, I've never seen people talk about it in this way. If you've seen it, please comment down below. If you think what I'm talking about is crap, please comment down below. I want this to be a conversation and something that hopefully will be of use to everybody, or at least to somebody. So butterfly effect of acting, here's what it means. It means, as in butterfly effect, right? Any decision that you make in the past will influence the future, and it will ripple out in ways that you may or may not understand. With me, I use that to my effect, if you will. So if I am playing a character, and again, I'm kind of a nerdy, funny, quirky guy. By the way, the shirt says nerd. There it is. I bought it just because it looked so familiar to me. So this is me, right? I get asked to play dramatic characters. I get asked to play people who are not goofy, and I want to play some goofy people. But if I get a script, and it's a script of somebody who is different from me, or who I don't feel very much as, then I use that butterfly effect. So let's say that I have to play somebody who is a jock, who is always popular with women, who is very successful, who is in better shape than I am, who is more fit than I am, and not just based on look and feel, but how they carry themselves, the body, the confidence levels, all of these aspects that me as Allen, I have some, but I don't have many of those because I was a nerd in school. I didn't have a girlfriend. I didn't have anybody to take to prom. And while I was playing tennis and I was working out and I had a good physique, I can say that I had all of the confidence in the world. So it is a different person from me. So I can create all the backstories that I want, but in order for me to embody the character, here's what I do. So what I do is I go back in my own life and I start with me. And then I take a butterfly effect from it. So I make a small change. So in my life, I started, playing volleyball when I was a kid, and I was a part of the junior Ukrainian national volleyball team. Then, when I was, I think, 12 or 11 or 12, that part ended because there was, politics and, me being Jewish and not being able to go to a sports school, all of that, nonsense, and that took me out of volleyball. But I'm going to start there, and I'm going to start before that decision was made. So instead of me continuing on with my life, I will take a little turn, and I'm going to say that, hey, at 11, I went to that sports school. It worked out, and I went to that sports school because I had talent, because I was already a part of the junior Ukrainian national volleyball team. I became a kind of a professional, and I got with the Ukrainian team. I grew through it, and then I went and became a part of the national volleyball team for Ukraine. We went to the World Championships. We went to Olympics. My body is different. Even talking about it right now, like I have all of, my brain is on fire with the imagination work. So I got imagination without having to do anything with it. My body feels different. I don't move to the United States, so the way that I'm going to speak is going to be different. And already I feel like I want to start doing an accent because my English wouldn't be as good as it is right now. So I am taller, I am leaner, I have experiences. I was very popular because I was a jock, I was a professional sportsman, so there is a lot of attention that comes with it. I was popular with women. The whole thing starts to change. And I'm feeling just like I don't know if you can see it in my eyes, but going from this silly kind of joking me, I went into much more of the gaze is different. I'm feeling the confidence level, it's different. And I'm feeling myself shift. So I still know who I am, and I can take this little sidestep going back into my history and changing one step, and then I'm a different me. I'm still me, but I'm a different me with different experiences. I don't have to invent anything. It naturally flows. Or if I had to play somebody who is very, very dramatic and very sad and has things that he has to process through, what I can do is, instead of me getting married and having a wonderful wife and having 2 kids and having a beautiful experience that I've been able to have in my life that brings me a lot of joy and happiness, I will take, again, kind of go back into the history and decide that I did not ask the woman who became my wife out, and then I was unsuccessful and never found the one. And I always felt like I missed my chance. And I was sad, and I don't have kids. And I tried careers that worked out, and I'm successful, financially successful, but I've never had that fulfillment of being loved and being accepted and being understood. And I'm already feeling myself being sad. And I'm not that far away from crying because all of that emotion, all of that imagination is real. So it allows me to be grounded and real in my work while still knowing who I am. And you have all of this base of experience, and you have a 3-dimensional character, and you have a real character. You're not inventing anything. You're utilizing a kind of a route, and then you're going on a different branch. and you're imagining what happens from there. So it becomes a very freeing exercise. And then it's easy for me to snap back in after I'm doing my takes or after I do my scene or after I'm done for the day shooting, because I know who I am. And I'm not a professional volleyball player. I am not a person who didn't ask my future wife out. So I know I have my kids. I can come home and see my kids and my wife and be accepted and loved by them. So it gives you an opportunity to not go full method into something that is very difficult to snap out of, but still be present and be different, but still be you. One of the things that I kept on struggling with is how to be you, but be not you. Well, this is why I came up with this method, and this is the way that it works. So the butterfly effect for you is go back in time and make a different decision, and then see where it leads you from there. So choose a particular scenario that you're going to take with you as you, but based on the character that you have to play. And however different they are from who you are right now, take that choice and make a different choice. So it's you kind of in an alternate reality, in an alternate universe. So if you were to meet yourself, and you were going to Flash and the Arrowverse, and the which Earth are you from? It's kind of like meeting different versions of you. So that is my butterfly effect, method of acting. And I find it very freeing, and I find it fulfilling, and I find it something that I don't have to strain to do. I am grounded, I know myself, and I feel all of those characters because they're still me. And I can use the different parts of me in a different choice that feels very organic and it works. And that I can do that take after take because it's me, and I know that history, and I have imagination to fill in the gaps. So try it out. See if this is something that can work for you, that can help you in your craft. Again, no approach is wrong. The approach that works for you is a right approach. This approach works for me, and my hope is that it can help you and work for you. Please comment below. Please let me know what you think of this. Please let me know if you've seen somebody already talk about it and they wrote a book on it. Because if nobody is discussing it, then at some point maybe I will write a book on this and I will have more conversations to help out. So I'm here. We're all in this together. The Love of Acting, it's not a podcast. The Love of Acting series is really our community working together and trying to share and grow and become better as actors and people. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we really do this because we all love acting. So let's continue doing this together. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.